photo op. Nice to see Kuldeep Yadav, who himself is not really a senior player, giving the cap to Nitish Rana. Ruturaj Gaikwad gets off the mark. First runs in T20 internationals. Right on the IPL scene with 3 consecutive 50s when CSK finally gave him an opportunity right at the fag end of that IPL in UAE. Striker 130, average 32.
Yeah, he's been very impressive since he started opening for CSK. Shikhar Dhawan has just carried on. 50s. That strike rate perhaps is something that he's competing with some of the other Indian batsmen who are not here. He's been in terrific form.
Lovely shot that from Shikhar Dhawan. He's just in a different zone these days in white ball cricket. Today also he'll get an opportunity to play himself in, considering India have just 5 pure batters.
Yeah, no swing. We saw swing early on from
Well, talking to me, said that looks like a used pitch, but it's been under covers. It looks pretty good. Done a good job. This ground, but these days you have so many strips that you can use on any cricket ground. Again, a bit too quickly onto him. This is a short ball, very frequently does.
We've seen it time and again. 135, so that's not bad speed. The short ball to Shikhar Dhawan. To him quickly. Ruturaj Gaikwad very late on it. Skid it through. Bit of extra bounce might have had him in trouble.
Akela Dhananjaya in the power play, and he makes room, and that's a very sensible shot. That should give him a lot of confidence. This is good play from Ruturaj Gaikwad. Have a look at this.
Excellent. As soon as he saw Akela come on to bowl, he's bowled a lot of off-spin, even to right-handers. He was ready for it. Even before the ball left his hand, he made room for himself.
Yeah, this is the Surya Kumar Yadav philosophy. Hit against the spin, and generally against the spin, you'll have less fielders where you're playing. So more fielders on the leg side, I guess. And picks up a single. So that is smart batting from Ruturaj Gaikwad.
Yeah, I mean, it almost seems like this is decided who will bowl the first 3 overs for Sri Lanka. Not sure whether there was any need to get a spinner on right now.
Right, here we go. The credit power play in effect, and has been a rewarding one so far, you would say, for the batting side, which is India. It could be rewarding for you to pay your credit card bills via the credit app during the credit power play, and you could win 100% cash back. There's the off spinner. This is good batting. Just to let the pace come on to him. Played the ball late, used the pace of the bowler to get 4. You've seen 2 fantastic shots from Dhawan.
Enough, come on, chase is on, and I think Akela will win.
Yeah, it's a sluggish outfield today, with all the rain, with all the water being deposited. It's a tacky outfield, but well played. Ruturaj Gaikwad, he's been on the selectors' radar for a while. Impressed one and all, playing for Chennai Super Kings. That's as late as it can be, playing one in Hasaranga.
Well, this is the second time he's made the 35-year-old skipper on 3. I think the first time they ran 3, there was a smile on Rahul Dravid's face saying, listen, are you sure you want to make him run 3s? But they are all very fit, so is Shikhar.
Very smart. Again, Vanindu Hasaranga just showcasing why he's number 2 on that list of T20 international bowlers. Bowls the difficult overs, we've mentioned that enough and more now. But also just being able to preempt what the batsman's doing. I think that's one of the reasons why he's got a few slow ones which have been pretty slow coming off the track.
This is such a difficult ball to land right. Go easily wrong with that, give a boundary ball. Dawson's bowled that really well. Oh, up in the air, should be easy for the keeper. And that would be the first wicket down for India. We were just talking about the fact that the ball wasn't quite coming on right, this one too. climbed on a bit. Maybe it was a slow 1-2. Popped up in the air. Easy for the keeper.
Yeah, just trying to get on with the game. Ruturaj Gaikwad had to wait and wait and wait, and it just got the top edge. Easy catch for the wicket-keeper. The skipper bringing himself on and getting a wicket. That is the most important thing as the debutant. Ruturaj Gaikwad goes for 21. India, quality of the shot, it was a gutsy shot, especially for a batsman who's seen a couple of balls turn, and Ramesh Mendes has bowled well, just dancing down the track. Good impact, good connection, and good direction to that shot too.
Yeah, long off was pretty wide. Moved a little finer now. Again, couldn't quite time it. Just stop inviting him to go for it again. Just take a look at how he got into a bit of a tangle. Of course, as you said, the thought may have been right because there isn't that much cover. What happened there? I think he got nothing. Maybe hit the ground just a shade, and that was the sound.
Yeah, he tried the switch hit there. And smart on the bowler's part that he pushed it much further, which meant that he didn't have the leeway for any elevation. Just look at it, where the ball has pitched. It's pitched exactly in between those legs, and that's one of the reasons why there was no impact. Smart from the bowler.
He tries it again.
By India in the first T20 international. Will these two batsmen try to do the same now? Yes, and they will fail, or Shikhar Dhawan will. Big slog sweep, and he has missed that completely. Sri Lanka have their second.
And an important one. Experienced Dhawan. He did need to get a move on India. Exactly what Shikhar Dhawan tried. He's come in with the angle, just missed it. It's a big wicket for Sri Lanka. Got a partnership going. Shikhar Dhawan's gone for 40, 81 for 2.
And misses the normal sweep. Reaction of Wanindu Hasaranga. There's a bit of nonchalance about his cricket. Looks like an extremely confident individual. So plays the reverse sweep, or hoik as I called it. The second left-hander perishing to the sweep shot.
Yeah, he'd be disappointed. He just picked up a boundary the last ball. Yes, you're getting to that business end. This one, he missed it totally. It's pitched too much closer to him. He didn't have enough time to open his arms. 29 is what he scored in his first game. 99 for 3 India. There expresses himself. Today, a whole different story.
Oh, gone! Akhila Dhananjaya saw the batter advancing. India have lost their forward, Mickey Arthur. Not as responsive as he's normally, but this is brilliant for Sri Lanka in the last 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, spinners have had their stranglehold on this game. Sanju Samson not playing the way he normally does. And this time, it's an odd dismissal. You don't get to see that much often. Somebody down the track, ball hits the pad and still ends up hitting those stumps. Sanju Samson would...
Ball of the second last over. Oh, he's missed it. I think the umpire might just allow this because of the kind of position the batter got into. But that's 4 runs thanks to the keeper. Called wide.
Yeah, a bit harsh on the bowler. Yeah, India won't mind that. Yes, and he's rightly complaining. There you see the batsman's already changed the ends that he wants to play. It's a tough call. But umpire was sure, he was up and early. He thought it was a wide because he probably looked at that blue line and said no matter what side you were, it still would be called a wide. Bowlers have never been happy.
On this side, felt bad for him on that one. Sounded sweet. Finds the fielder.
Pace, then you can play cut shot as well. And they've got the deep fielders, a deep wicket, deep square leg.
Gone up in the air. This should be out. Come comfortable catch. Nitish Rana perishes too. So none of the young guns have really grabbed this opportunity with both hands. It's another slow delivery. The length was different on this occasion.
Yeah, Nitish Rana had not many choices with few balls to go in this game. Tried to get after that bowler, but he's been smart. He's taken the pace off again, and this time he keeps it so far from the batsman that all he could do was just try and get that bat. That's right. He would have liked to play it over covers if he had a little more pace. 9 is all we've got. 130 for 5 India.
एक दिन में पशुपालन विभाग से 200 बिल सैंक्शन किया गया। कितना खर्चा किस चीज में हुआ?
मुर्गियों का दाना, पशुओं का चारा।
15 करोड़ रुपए के फर्जी विड्रॉल्स हुए।
59 करोड़ 39 करोड़ सर।
लाइफ में पहली बार इतना बड़ा खेला दिख रहा है। चूहा
2 balls left in the innings. It's gone full. Not getting the power. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, it's not coming from the middle of the bat. You can see the frustration in India's number 6.
Yes, that's number 5 for India today. Nitish Rana trying to force the innings. The pace taken off, and it's so far from you. See, what's interesting is how far that is bowled. Makes it that much more difficult for you to do anything.
Right down to the last ball of the innings. You would think Sri Lanka have done well, but they'll have to get those runs. So another Yorker straight to the field. So just a single. Captain does the fielding. So 20 overs gone, and India, who lost the toss again, got 132.
Sri Lanka just have 29, and now Rahul Char enters the attack, and this should be a handful because he's a useful campaigner.
Spin from both ends. So this is going to be the defining period. What do the spinners get out of it? Last over of the power play. HD. Should Sri Lanka have lost the first 6 overs when the field restrictions were there? I just feel they might have missed a trick. India got 46 for no loss. Is it kind of a new ball pitch?
Oh, he's found the gap. He's found the gap beautifully.
Placed it nicely. But that's a very poor length. So I probably have to take my words back, because in the next 5 balls, if Sri Lanka do get a move on, they're caught up. Not the best of starts. He pulls it into the pitch.
Good feet though. Good quick feet to get into position.
And it's a big over in the context of this game. 9 off it and 5 balls. Vinod Bhanuka. Well, this is the best we're seeing him bat when Sri Lanka need him most. Avishka Fernando's out. Not a lot of strength, and Sri Lanka have persisted with Vinod Bhanuka. And today, it's been great options from him. Very, very good.
Good over for Sri Lanka. 10 from it, 53 for 2. international with 3 overs remaining, spinning it both ways and a surface that suits the spin.
Zakaria, none for 18, but he swung the ball. A lot of swing for him, but just couldn't get the length right. Dhawan in the way.
That's the type of delivery that Sri Lanka have got to get all over. That was a real loose one from Kuldeep, and they've got a single from it. That's the one where they've got to try and find more than one, a 2 or 4.
79 off 65.
Got him, done. That's the skipper.
Yep, you can be stumped off a wide. No problem with that. Came early. Sri Lanka's captain. But Kuldeep Yadav, he's a wily character. Bowls it shorter, gets it to spin. Not bad, Sanju Samson. Very, very smart. Third wicket down. Kuldeep Yadav gets his man. Should have had him in the previous over. But he does this time. Shanaka, he comes, he goes for 3. 55 for 3.
Head, the camera in your eyes when you're running, if it's wobbling, it does make a big difference. But you'd expect him to take that one. For his defense, the only thing I can think of is he's not used to being around in that circle. Generally over the years that he's been playing for India.
Could this be another chance? Big slog sweep from Minod. Straight to the man on the deep mid-wicket boundary. Comfortable catch for Chetan Sakaria. No damage in terms of that drop chance.
It's really heartening to see Kuldeep Yadav doing well amongst the wickets, and not just amongst the wickets, but just pitching it where his bowling is best. Minod's been around, he's been hanging around, he's got away with the last one. But this time, drums comes of Kuldeep Yadav. Minod would be disappointed. He had a start this time. Gone for 36, 66 for Sri Lanka.
The Sri Lankan worm was just catching the Indian worm, and those 2 quick wickets will set it back once again. Chakravarti back into the attack. The 3 Indian wrist spinners doing a lot of damage so far. Needed that, India didn't. I think it was Sakaria on the boundary edge. Kuldeep not happy. A much needed boundary.
Yeah, he'd be disappointed with that effort. Kuldeep's bowled beautifully. In this case, Hasaranga's come out earlier, and surely there's a plan that he's going to play in a different way. Is what comes out, and it's natural. There's no bowler in the world who's happy with any kind of effort, and that certainly wasn't the best. I can understand. India will have to be careful here, because suddenly a cameo of 20-25 could really take this game away. Hasaranga is the dangerous man.
Goes down the track again. Doesn't get hold of that, so it doesn't carry to Rahul Chahar, who's been moved to the long off boundary. This was what Kuldeep has done so far today. That one should have been sent upstairs. It wasn't by Shikhar Dhawan. Kuldeep did get Basan Shanaka, the Sri Lankan captain, stumped beautifully down the leg side. That was a chance. That is a good strike, is it? All the way over the head of Particle on the long on boundary. So this is turning out to be a big over for the home side.
He Yeah, tossed up once again. That's his style. Probably a bit of surprise with Dhananjay there. He's timed it beautifully. There isn't much pace to hit that ball. Unless you time it perfectly, it's tough to get over these fields. Shouldn't be disappointed. Not such a bad ball. Just that stage of the game. Needs to toss it up again. Need a wicket now. You don't want that. He's already hit you for a 6 and a boundary. He'd be happy with that single.
Let's just continue this Kuldeep package. Could have had more wickets than the 2 he's picked up. Hasn't been helped out by the fielders. A couple of drop chances. He has picked up the big wicket of...
Very good. Good wicket keeping by Sanju Samson there, and then Vinod trying to fetch it from outside the off stump. Thankfully caught over. He's looking somewhere else when he caught that. Last ball of Rahul Char's spell. What's he thinking? Needs a wicket. India needs a wicket. A dot's not going to help India.
Oh, is it a chance? It is! Well predicted, Ajay Jadeja. Straight to the man just behind square on the offside. And Rahul Chahar finally has his wicket. Big one for India.
Yeah, big heart. We keep talking about Chair. Here you see that from Chair as well. He's just been hit. The game's poised beautifully. It's his last ball. He still tosses it up because that's your chance to get back. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The game's on.
Telling you the story, how it unfolded for India. Didn't lose too many wickets in the first 14. They had 8 wickets in hand when they went into the 16th over. So they'll be disappointed they couldn't get more than 132. Having said that, they had the worst of the pitch. Late into the night, the pitch has got better, as we expected. Sakaria in his 3rd over. Watch out for the slower ball. Goes seam up, misses the stumps as well. That's interesting. The choice of delivery.
To have a look at that. It was a different kind of slow ball. Rolled his fingers over it. Excellent thinking. That one goes away from the right-hander. Had the length, but didn't have the speed.
Excellent for somebody so young. And he hasn't got a number of matches under his belt. Second ball is seam up. This is up in the air, catchable. And taken. Sakaria does it. Crucial wicket for India.
That's brilliant bowling. Great follow-up to that slow ball. This one's 128 kilometers. Again, even though pitch has improved every now and then, it does stick. It's not that easy to hit a good length ball for 6. Comfortable catch for Ruturaj Gaikwad. Important wicket for India. Great start to the over by Sakaria. Ramesh Mendes gone for 2.
Wide rate now 10.5. This is going to be the danger man for India. He's got that kind of temperament that the pressure won't get to him. Got the impression it got to Mendes in the way he got out. It was just a little hopeful heave on the leg side.
A great variation, Sanjay. Both balls. Just to think. Go slow ball again. Set batsman on strike. Most likely to be this one, back of the hand. It's the wicket again. Goes quick this time. It's of a length where it's because of that slow ball. He's not anticipating that took a ball from Sakaria. High on the bat, comfortable catch.
Well, this is his comfort zone. This is T20 cricket. Bowling at this stage also is something that he does a lot. Shikhar Dhawan knows that was a crucial wicket. Again, that slow delivery, seam up, so maybe back of the hand. Will they come back for the second? No, they field him. Really, this is the man. He's got the power, Karunaratne. Dhananjay De Silva is a proper batter, but not sure he has the power to get 11-12 runs and over.
That's great fielding though. Might have been 2 there. Just put enough doubt in the batsman's mind. Sri Lanka need a big hit. And soon.
game in this series. Again, you see the variation. He's found the gap, but he's found the gap. I think he's gone seam up on this occasion. As a variation, he's just nudging the ball around. Dhananjaya De Silva.
He's played a really good innings. He's picked his spots, chosen the right balls for a key boundary at this stage. Just placement with third man and fine leg both inside the ring. To give it direction.
It was one of his quicker deliveries, 127 kilometers per hour. The batter spotted that. Good, sensible batting. Leading edge. They might come back for the second. The Patikal, the fielder, they take two, so Karuna Ratne will retain strike for the next over. 100 and gives us time to have a look at the wickets.
Exceptional piece of fielding, that first one. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar again providing the breakthrough. Important wicket, then Chakravarti. His first one. Slides in. Deep Yadav. Of a good spell. Big spinning ball. An important wicket of a set batsman, Vinod. Kept picking wickets. Last ball of Rahul Chahar's spell. And Hasaranga looked good. And then Mendes. And the catching has been sound.
This is live action. Karuna Ratne is on strike and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar bowling the 19, where more often than not the match gets decided in this penultimate over. Decided in the sense you get a fair idea where the match is heading.
I wonder how many Sri Lanka and India would be happy in that last over with. Especially because Bhuvaneshwar Kumar is bowling this 19th over.
Well done. Not out and out slow delivery, just enough pace taken off. Gets Karuna Ratne on strike. He's the man with the power.
Poor running that. Made up his mind not to go for two. Doesn't matter on this big ground. Every run. Pace was right on that ball. Didn't get to the fielder quickly. Great fielding by Padikal. Opportunity to go for two.
Oh, has he got that big? Yes, he has. But it's amazing, this guy comes in and he just makes things happen for his side. 40 and 30 in the one-day series, and here he's hit the decisive blow. Now just 12 needed from 9 balls.
You don't need to run two if you can do that. One of the rare sort of loose balls. Again, whether it's the wet ball suddenly, which makes it a lot harder to bowl the knuckle balls. It's a massive hit though, 86 meters. The right time for Sri Lanka. Suddenly looking a lot brighter for Sri Lanka now.
I guess there was a reason he wasn't keen on taking the second, because Dhananjaya De Silva was looking for the second. He wanted the second. Look at Karuna Ratne. He's already sort of set to take his batting stance. And he hits the first ball that he faces for a 6 in that over. For a slowish Yorker, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar.
Only have a look at it again, but looked like it was cross seamer.
Oh, fingertips. Shikhar Dhawan will come around. That's going to be 2 runs. So he's got 8 of 2. And I think Dhananjaya De Silva has taken a call that he better stay on strike. Oh dear.
Looks like it's Deep Saini. Seems to have done some damage to his left arm. Knuckleball goes wide of off stump. Karuna Ratne is one of the...
Sure, but in the match context, he saved 2 runs that looked like it was heading for the boundary. Seemed to have just got his fingertip that took the pace off. They're still in this game now. 10 needed from 8 balls.
Great couple balls for Sri Lanka though. 6 and a couple. Just overrun ball.
Right, 10 needed, 8 balls. Goes wide again, could be called wide. If he's missed it, he's very lucky to have gotten away with that. He's trying to say that he was very close to the ball. Well, he's moved outside the off stump, but I think he's still very much on off stump. And just very clearly away from that blue line.
Did move a long way. That is... Bhuvaneshwar Kumar's gotten lucky with that one. India will take anything at this point.
India needs a dot ball. Or a wicket. Or a wicket. Nope. Kuldeep Yadav after it, so that may be a couple of runs. So that's 8 runs needed. The last over. Sri Lanka 125 for 6. Oh dear, it's up in the air. It's a nervous first hit. Karuna Ratne, having hit a couple of powerful shots, might be fancying another one that gives India an opportunity to get a wicket. Will Sakriya make this over count?
What a day to make your debut. 8 needed of the last over. Got the ball in hand. Good start to the over. You're right, I don't think Karuna Ratne is thinking of taking it to the last ball. Excellent back of the hand again. So difficult to pick that. Even if you pick, to play a shot of it.
And again, under pressure, the control over that delivery. Then he's got that off spinner that he bowls. Oh, he's going for it. Everything behind that ball. Misses it. And I think it's been called wide. Yes. We saw the reaction of the players. It was wide.
Bhuvaneshwar Kumar probably was lucky to get away with it. Not so sure this one. It's way outside off. Call it harsh, but okay if he had not called it. Bit sloppy from Sanju Samson though. Ceding that extra run.
The Indians trying to urge the umpire to rethink the decision of a wide, because that makes it now 5 of 5. You're right, this one was a little tighter than the Bhuvaneshwar Kumar's one, but I guess compensated by this umpire. Back of the hand. Well stopped. Oh, they might get the second. Will they run for the second to Kuldeep Yadav? Yeah, they do. So that's now 3 of 4. This is slipping away from India.
That's good bowling and good fielding at point. Must get a hand to it. Saves the boundary, but good running again from Sri Lanka.
I think Karuna Ratne didn't give him a choice. Just ran for the second. So Dhananjaya De Silva is doing it for Sri Lanka. 37 of 32. Just 3 needed. Got to say this is Sri Lanka's now. Go short, seam up. Big ground, always a chance to get the second. And they do get 2 runs. So just 1 needed now of 3 balls. Can see the players are up on the field. They're clapping already. He's on his haunches. He's tired.
He's played a really good innings, Dhananjaya. Bat at number 3 previously. Come number 4 tonight. Perfect innings you needed on this pitch. Someone to stay till the end. Set batsman. Scores are tied. You can see the relief in that dugout.
And again, look at Karuna Ratne, not keen to be on strike. He's done his job. He's got 12 of 6 when it mattered. Really, that six of Bhuvneshwar Kumar was decisive, wasn't it? Right thing to do for India. Get all the fielders in, create some pressure. Do they have it in them to take that one run, to claim that win that seems to be theirs now? Straight to the fielder, Kuldeep Yadav with the throw. They've made that single. They made that single and Sri Lanka won the second T20 international. So as far as this T20 series is concerned, 1-1, which means there's going to be fun tomorrow night.
Yeah, lots of issues in the Indian camp. Sri Lanka have taken advantage of it. Bowled really well. And then chased down the total in spite of a few hiccups. Good signs from the Indian bowlers, but Sri Lanka have come on top.
Yeah, lots to like about the Sri Lankan batting, the temperament that they kept, but more importantly, I think India making those 132 runs seem like it was 150, 160. They'll be disappointed with the way they batted, especially in the last 5 overs when they had plenty of wickets in hand, just couldn't get the big shots away. Happy for Sri Lanka, happy for Mickey Arthur. They wanted a win on this trip.